All right, guys. I'm glad you had a good dinner. Everything good? Food is good? Next week I ordered some jerk chicken and some rice and beans, so we're going to eat really good, all right? Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. It's becoming clearer to us who our leaders are, and more importantly, who our future leaders are going to be. The guys that consistently show up for these seminars are proving to us that you're serious about wanting to learn and grow and with the education that we're providing. This week, I struggled tremendously, for whatever reason, preparing this seminar. I actually was going to call it off. I was having a lot of trouble just putting it all together. And I got some feedback that only a few guys were showing at the time. And I almost canceled. I actually did cancel, and then Alex stepped up, his leadership, and convinced me that that was the wrong thing to do, and he was right. I'd like to thank Alex for that, because you forced me to be uncomfortable and to do what was the right thing to do, step out of my comfort zone. I had a lot going on. I was all over the place. I don't know if I was stressed, I was just overworked, or I just didn't feel like doing it. And I think that's the difference in what successful people do, is that they do it anyway. They do what they have to do anyway, even when we don't feel like it. We do need people to help us sometimes. We do have to rely on our mentors to provide motivation, to provide a reason. So Alex, again, thank you, because you kept me on the right path. Vin, thank you for being the professional that you are. Your consistency, your attention to detail. I know I'm making you uncomfortable. He hates this. Your attention to detail and your preparation, your understanding of the boiler room systems that you have by heart, the scheduling, the work you do with the men, scheduling the work, the mentoring of your foremen and your leaders, and the character you possess is an inspiration to me also. Your strengths are my weaknesses. And I believe together we're going to be stronger, and we'll go further in life than we could go apart. And I'm honored that you're on my team, and I'm honored to be with you. Anthony, I'm watching you grow into a great leader. You accept the responsibility for the results of the jobs, especially taking hold of the gas starts. That's a big load off of my back. I know that when you're on that job, I don't have to think about it. That enables me to do other things. You accepting responsibility for that part of the job alone is a tremendous value to me. Additionally, you're giving clear communications. You're growing in your ability to communicate properly, written, with the owners of the buildings. And you're coming across clearly. And I just want to say that I'm proud of your growth. And you continue to grow, and it's getting better every day. And thank you for that. Dean, you continue to do a great job at Clearview. I have to keep telling you this because I think I was out there once in the last 2 weeks. All right? You're staying 2 weeks ahead of the work. You're grabbing hold. You're managing that project. You're managing it. You're not just doing the physical work. You're not just involved in the boiler rooms. You're staying ahead of the work. You're scheduling it. I really have hardly any involvement at all. I'm just sort of doing inspections. If I don't do a plumbing inspection, I don't see you. That's how good you're doing. And I tell you, I was sat in with Jim Marsanico. Jim was telling me, I said, how's Dean doing? They said, we love Dean. Dean's doing a great job, and we're very satisfied with him. And it's because of you and your crew's work. Everyone in that crew deserves the same type of credit, because it's not just Dean. Dean is the head, but you guys are actually doing the work. Because of your abilities and the way you handle yourself on those jobs. They gave us the third portion of that job, which is 8 more boiler rooms. We're starting it next week. 8 more boiler rooms, no bid. There was no competition. We gave them our price. They signed a contract. They're moving on. That, to me, is a great compliment to what you guys are doing out there. And thank you. Fabian, I heard about a challenge you had with the personnel, and I don't want to get into the details. It's a little private. But the way you handled that showed emotional intelligence far beyond what I would have done. I don't know that I could have done what you did in that situation. You handled it professionally. You did the right thing. All right? You did the right thing for yourself. You did the right thing for the company. And you did the right thing for the guy that you had the problem with. Thank you for that. Mark Singh. Vinny tells me that you bought a house. Congratulations. That's a big step. Okay? It really is. It's a big step. And it actually, it's the next step in your personal growth too, because it's going to help you financially grow as you get older. It's a great thing to be in a community that you can grow with. But he also told me that originally you weren't going to come tonight, okay? And upon further thinking about it, he didn't twist your arm. You wanted to stay and fix that house. And you have a couple of weeks, you got a lot of work going on personally, and you wanted to go do that instead of coming here tonight. And I think you thought about it, and you understood that this was bigger than that moment. And you put this company ahead of your personal needs. And that, to me, is a great thing. And not only did you come, but you brought your crew with you. Mark Singh, all you guys on this crew, thank you for coming, because it shows that you're serious about doing this. Sorry about flipping the pages. What are you going to do? If I could remember all this stuff, I won't have to flip the pages. Alex tells me, Danny, what are you doing with the notes? I'm just too sanguine. I forget. My mind races. So you have to forgive the pages. I want to keep on my message. These men, they're all leaders. The success that you're having, the leadership you're exempling for us, you guys on the crew, take notice of them. Watch them. Listen to them. Ask questions of them. They're great role models for you. If you want to be leaders, you have to watch what the leaders are doing and emulate them, and you'll become leaders yourself. There's one other guy. He's not here. I'm going to talk to him personally. I don't want to go into it with him. He might show up and might do it a little later, but for now, I just want to really get started with actually teaching while you're here. All right? I want to bring up Vinny, who's prepared all of the details that I left out of my part for boiler controls. He's going to cover all the stuff that I missed. So let's give it up for Vinny tonight, all right?